How's everyone doing tonight? It's been a lovely day here in Withensea. Absolutely beautiful. Now just bear with me. There's Toby. Toby, yeah. There he is. Yeah, just look at the sky. Absolutely fantastic. I came out earlier on and then remembered, after walking for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes perhaps, I'd come out without bags. You know, Toby bags, civic duty bags. So we had to go home and get the bags, which means we've had to curtail this walk slightly. It won't make any difference to you guys, but I've had to curtail it slightly. Hi Dave, how are you? Hi Gate. Come on. Come on. All right, mate. All right. Come on, Tobes. Well, the ground's certainly drying out after the other day. It's still pretty squelchy in places, but as long as I watch where I'm going, it's a lot better. Well, I won't be on tomorrow. With it being Mother's Day. So I just thought I'd let you guys know now. But I will be back to normal on Monday. Thursday, I'm doing an extra shift on Coast Watch. So we may, or we may not, have a walk around Hornsey. Depends. If the weather's going to be really bad, then I won't. But if the weather's kind of half decent, then I'll show you around Hornsey. But that'll be Thursday. We definitely do. Tomorrow, March the 15th. Wow, Lincoln won again. Ha ha ha! Excellent, Edward. Excellent. I can't think what could happen now to prevent Lincoln from going up into the championship. Can you? I mean, our expert at sports is Dave. Dave, is there anything that could happen now to Lincoln to spoil their chances of getting into the championship? Yeah, it is. I think it is in America as well, Guy. Yeah, they have a Mother's Day in May. Well, as far as I know, we've always had it, well, certainly throughout my lifetime, we've always had it in March. It's the third Sunday in March. We call it Mothering Sunday. I don't know how far it goes back. But certainly in my lifetime, my mum's lifetime, definitely. And next Sunday, the 22nd, will be my mum's birthday, if she was still with us. Hello, Sammy. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous out here today. Could be, Guy, could be. Yeah, I still think you're going to go up. I still think so. I still think you're going to get it. You're going to get it. As my mate Terry says, UTB, up the borough. The mighty borough will do it. And Lincoln have done it. Meanwhile, Burnley, the arrow's pointing down. There's nothing Burnley can do. I think they're doomed. All right, the Northern League. Well, that's good, that, lucky. Best of luck to them anyway. I know South Shields. He died about 5-6 years ago. But I had a school friend and we kept in touch all those years from across the river over in North Shields. No. Yeah, it is lovely up there. And I think my mate was a Magpie. I think he following Newcastle United. John Moore. He was really one of the best. Sad thing was, the night he died, we were chatting on Messenger. I remember saying to him, it'd be about 1 o'clock in the morning, I said, John, I'm absolutely knackered, so I'm going to bed. Catch you tomorrow, mate. Yeah, fair enough, Daryl. And I couldn't have been gone, apparently more than an hour. And he died. He was in hospital. He'd had a stent fitted. We'd had problems with it, but now we'd seem to have got it right. Now I'm going this way. Very sad, really. And we'd known each other. for well over 50 years, since school days. What was I at the time? Possibly 64, 65. But there you go. A big Newcastle United supporter. Toon, yeah, that's the Sunderland of the Mackhams, yep, that's right. And Middlesbrough, the Smoggies. And of course, if you live in one of the pit villages, you're known as pit yackers. I love going up to the northeast. It is really interesting. Yeah, Newcastle Toon. Yeah. Hello, love. Little dog there, laying the law down, and one here. Well, we're going to come off here. I might be able to get past, I don't know, but he's a good boy, look, he's waiting for me. So Burnley, the Clarets, are going in the Championship. I just hope Leeds go down as well. Burnley and Leeds hate each other with a passion. Where's my... No, they're not there, are they? Can I receive them? No. The two Labradors. Just look at this. The weather. Now if it stays like today till November, I'll be very happy. But apparently tomorrow it's going to rain. All right, mate. We know him. Come on, Toby. Yeah, we know him, don't we? A bit better. Now I'm going to have to do my civic duty. So you just have to bear with me for a moment. Hold on, Tobes. Now the amount is done, I wouldn't have bothered, but there you go. There we go, at least he did it near a bin. Come on, Tobes. There he goes. I'm just going to get the treats out of this pocket and put them in the other pocket. It's something I'm going to have to remember. Left pocket bags, left pocket treats. Ooh, what have I got? There he goes, his treats. It's absolutely lovely round there, isn't it, Lucky? It really is. The coastline is really breathtaking. Right the way along the Durham coast and the Northumberland coast, it really is. Alright. Right, kiddie winks have gone. Yeah, I like it around there, the Pennine area as well, Lucky. You know, we used to live near Huddersfield up to 2016, and then I retired over here. But yeah, we lived in a place called Elland, which is like midway between Huddersfield and Halifax. And it's a lovely area, but I prefer it here. Yeah, it is, Guy, it is. Thanks, chat, and have a good Saturday afternoon to you too. I was just telling people I won't be on tomorrow because tomorrow is Mother's Day here in the UK, and I can't say too much because I do know, and she's got nothing better to do with herself, the old Duchess tunes in. But there are plans afoot. Afternoon. Hi, Mum. What a very small world. The mini Giffer. $20 games, wow, that is something. Yeah, we lived in Elland until, as I said, 2016. We lived on Catherine Street. My son still lives in Elland, and the other one lives in Golcar. Really, what sort of scenes do you make? Such a small world, isn't it? Gold car's nice though. It is where my son lives. Ellen were lovely. I love living in Ellen. You got everything around you. Short drive to Leeds, short drive to Manchester. Come on. Beautiful countryside. But here, Withernsea is a nice place to retire too. No, sounds good, mini gift of that. Going back, I've not done it for, I don't know how many years, decades, but I used to like making dioramas. Come on. Military dioramas, tanks, Airfix 172 soldiers, things like that. Right. Ah, that sounds good actually. I like that mini giffer. Yeah. Well, I used to love military modelling going back. Used to do a lot on the Eastern Front. That was my thing, because what I used to read about as well. And I'd try and model it. Hello. Hiya.
Alright.
I think we've seen you before, little man. Everybody's out with the dogs. Yeah. Yeah, I think probably in a while, probably next week, Toby will be going out without his coat on. We'll see what it's like though. Hello little fella. Hello. Hiya. Can you say hello? There you are, tails wagging.
That's it.
That's always a good sign, is that?
It can be a bit funny sometimes though, we can turn.
Well, he's a jack, isn't he?
That's it. Look at Russell. Lovely.
They're all like that.
Oh yeah,
I always keep my eye on him.
that's it.
See you later. It's another one of his friends. Hello, mate. Well, this walk started out as a disaster. I'd got as far as that house, you know, the turquoise house what had to be sold, and I realised I'd come out without bags, and I thought, oh dear God, no. What do I do? I thought there's only one thing I can do, and that is hope he doesn't go home, get the bags, hope he doesn't do anything on the way home, and if he does, be sure to go back and pick it up. So we went home, so that's about 3/4 of a mile, and came back again. So it worked out all right, because where I picked you guys up, it was where I should have been. And the walks turned out to be a nice walk. Trouble is, all my gear was in my other jacket, my warm jacket. And I thought, well, this morning I was absolutely boiling in it. So I thought I need a lighter jacket. And then I forgot to transfer everything from my pockets into this jacket. Well, that's true, gear. Hi Brian, how are you? Yeah, that is the point actually. I discovered it, I thought, oh no, but oh yeah. Hiya Brian. Hi Pancake. Oh yeah, Gee, yes, definitely I've got the treats. Hi Pancake, where is this? We're in Withensea, which is on the North Sea coast, the Yorkshire coast, about 20 miles east of Hull. Yeah, I'm glad all's well with you, Brian. Right, I'm having my leg knit. Somebody's after a treat. Yeah. There you go. I've got kiddie winks at the back of me, so as long as at the back of me, I'm fine. Oh, it certainly is a beautiful day. It's lovely, Brian, it really is. Hello, Annette. It certainly is, isn't it? Jack, yeah. It's quite amazing, really. What a day, though. Come on, Tobes. Yeah, I've got the kiddie winks at the back of me, so I'm just a bit conscious of them. Don't like getting kids on stream. Sometimes it happens, but I do take as many measures as I can to prevent it. There he is, he's quite happy. Well, this morning, when we went out, we saw a couple of Coast Guards. Don't know what they were doing, or what they were looking for. There's no lifeboat out or anything, but there's all the gear, the rescue gear, hard helmets and everything else, knee pads, shoulder pads, all the PPE. Is it? Lovely in Halifax. Wow. Oh, you had winds yesterday, did you? We had them a couple of days ago. I think we got gusts of up to 70 mile an hour. Look at that bright thing in that bright disc in the sky. So it's overcast in Crewe. Well, at least it's not raining, so you can be thankful for that, Dave. No, me neither. I'm not seeing. I don't know what it is actually. Now we've got kiddie winks here, so. Trying not to get them on my camera, love.
Oh, is that right?
Halifax, Yorkshire, Jack. It's in the Pennines. It's in northern England. If you look at the map, it's about 100 mile west of Withensea. It's near Leeds. About halfway between Leeds and Manchester, but a bit closer to Leeds. Used to be part of what they call the Woolen District. At one time, there were lots and lots of textile mills making carpets. Worsted, you know, suiting material, all sorts of things like that. Well, now all that's gone. In Lancashire it used to be cotton, and Yorkshire it was wool. Oh, that sounds, Shetland sounds good. That's amazing, that. What do you prefer then? Do you prefer Halifax or do you prefer the Shetlands? Me, the guy, I know him, and his daughter, she lives on the Shetlands. She's a school teacher up there. No, it is, isn't it? Especially with the price of fuel. Tell you what I did today. I went online to try and get an estimate for a fix for my gas and electric. At the moment I'm paying £83 a month, but that fix runs out in May. I think about May the 14th. So I thought, what will they charge me now? I looked, thought, my God. £120 odd. I think it was 125, and I thought, well, and there's no sense in fixing it at the moment. Hello, love. Hello, little man. And I thought, I'm not doing that. Diesel. Some places, my car runs on diesel, and some places we're charging £2 a litre. The other day in Scunthorpe, the going rate was about £1.53. But I went past petrol, filling stations, and they were charging 179, 180, 169. And apparently yesterday the prices were going up again. Stupid, isn't it? All right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that about the Shetlands mini Giphy, yeah. Yeah. I should imagine it can be a very lonely existence. Although this guy who I know, Graham, his daughter loves it up there. Is that Soggy? Right, that sounds interesting. I don't think they have banned wood stoves yet. I think they're going to, but they haven't done yet. Great cheese. New Nigeria, wow. Sounds good. Halifax in North Carolina now, I didn't know that. All right, I've got a daughter who lives in Burnley. She's got 3 kids. I have 2 sons, one in Elland, one in Goldcar. The one in Goldcar hasn't any kids, doesn't want them. And the son in Elland, he's got 2 kids. So that's two grandkids I've got with one, 3 with the other. And that's about it really. It's a bit of a slog. If I go over to Elland or Burnley, it's a bit of a slog from over here. It's okay. You know, if I go over there, I'll tend to... It's a bit difficult really, because one lives in Burnley and 2 live, one in Halifax, the other one in Elland, and the other one in Goldcar. So what we tend to do if we go over, we'll stay at a travel lodge, and that way we can see we want to see when we want to see them without any worries of having to be back or things like that. There goes a little man. Would you like another treat? Well, you would. Here we go. So we're going to have a treat. There you go. He's had his treat.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Hey-o. You're not friendly.
Right, we'll walk on then. Alfred, it's not my job to do anything with my grandkids. That's my son's job. It isn't for me. Right, Mr. Rahman, I'm not interested. Right, Mr. Rahman, I'm not interested in Palestine one way or the other. So I'm going to put you in time out for 30 minutes and we'll see where we go. I'm not interested in Palestine. I don't do politics. Whereas I'm always fine to have people from anywhere in the world on my channel, anywhere. Don't care what colour they are, what creed they are, what religion they are, what nationality they are, but you keep the politics out. Now and again, if there's a sensible and reasonable point to discuss, I tend to make an exception and we'll discuss it. But it has to be done in a respectful way, and that isn't. So I'm sorry about that. I've timed you out for 30 minutes. If you come back, if you want to come back and discuss stuff in a sensible way, that's fine. If not, then don't bother coming back. No. No, it's not for me to do. That's for my sons to sort their issues out. Hi Sasquatch, how are you? No, there isn't many Giffer. I just don't do it. Jack, yes, it is. If you look at a map of the UK, Shetland is an island to the right hand side, north of the of the UK itself, of Britain itself. The main body, the main part of it, over to the right and to the north above, that is where Shetlands are. So if you look at a map, you'll see the Shetlands are a long, long way. I think when this guy goes, it's an overnight journey from Aberdeen up to the Shetlands. It's really isolated. Well, it's still part of the UK though, isn't it? Minigiffer, you know, it's still part of the UK. Although, yeah, I accept what you're saying. Shetlanders, we don't actually speak English, do they? I think it's a form of like Norse, a form of like Norwegian, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But the language comes from the old Vikings, doesn't it? Whether many of them still speak it or not, I don't know. Because with the discovery of North Sea gas, I think a lot of things changed. You know, when they built the big gas terminal at Sullom Voe. Yeah, they're autonomous, aren't they? No, I haven't. No, the person I timed out was that Rahman bloke, the Free Palestine guy. But the other guy, no, of course not. When somebody comes in and invades my space with stuff like that, you know what? The best thing to do is just to time them out, give him time to reflect. If he comes back, that's great. But the Alfred Hitchcock bloke, no, didn't do anything. It was that bloke, whatever he would call Rahman, the Free Palestine guy. And I just thought, no, if he wants to talk about free crap like that, then he can do, but not on my timeline. Go somewhere else and talk about it. You know, I've all sorts of people on my timeline from all sorts of backgrounds, countries, beliefs, and you know, it's all good. I have my views. Some of you know my views on things, but I don't make a big issue of them. Toby. My videos are about Toby, my walks, and life. Oh, that sounds absolutely brilliant, Jack. Really good. I can believe that. I bet it's a fantastic place to go to. I've often wanted to go to Orkney and see Scapa Flow, but it just hasn't happened. Hey, we'll see petrol prices in a minute. Yeah, enjoy yourself anyhow, Jack. What, you're flying out to Dubai and out as if you... Well, look, Alfred, stay safe in Dubai. Whatever happens, be careful, stay safe. That's all I can say on that. Yeah, that's right, David, really. Oh yeah, it's same here. But people I've got on here, I talk to them every day, and they're all absolutely amazing. I figure people like Jack from Florida, Jay, Dave Street, who's our Google aficionado and sports aficionado, and everybody at Sami, everybody else I've got on here, I've just got some really fantastic, extraordinary people. It's just a real privilege, really, to have people on here. I've really surprised myself. Oh, we can have a look at the price of fuel now. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as I thought it was. Well, we'll cross over and we'll get a decent look at it. I filled up last Monday at 141 for diesel. All right, mate. I'll get a look at it now. $161.9. Unbelievable, isn't it? And on Monday, I think I paid 141. So it's gone up 20 pence a litre in a week. I didn't really need any. I think I put about £8 in on Monday. I know my brother-in-law said he's going in and putting a five. It's as soon as I think I've used the fiver, I'm putting a fiver's worth in. It's to keep me petrol tank full. Unbelievable. £1.61.9. Hello. Hello, little fella. Yeah, and as I said, my quote from OVO is £123 a month. So we're thinking, should I take it? That's 12-month quote. Should I take it? And hope I made the right decision, or should I leave it? And I thought, I'm just going to leave it. But I did think to myself, there's a lot of people in Britain who are struggling. Really, the interest rates have been quite high, and they're likely to go up again. So if you've got a mortgage, your gas, your electric's going to go up. Your mortgage will go up. It's costing you to get into work. What a mess. I'm long enough in the tooth to remember the 1970s, after the Arab-Israeli war. And that literally, the effects of it wrecked the world economy. Price of oil went up by a factor of 4, and that It was totally knocked the stuffing out of Britain, America, Europe. Europe being a better place than Britain to weather it, but it were bad. It caused massive deindustrialisation in both Britain and America. Price of oil went through the roof. Why would you have to learn African languages in Scotland or anywhere else? Let's just... Yeah. I am watching it, guy, Ergy. Let's just... I think if that is a fair point, actually, Guy. That is a fair point. Certainly, definitely for Britain, because at once when we have our own oil, and it becomes expensive for British people because it's tied to a world price. You go to Saudi Arabia, they give you the stuff away, literally. Alfred, I'm watching. Let's just not wind people up. We've got a good crowd. You know that. You've been on here lots of times, and whatever views you've got on Africans, it's up to you. That's fine. But the rest of us don't really want to know. Now the Free Palestine guy, nobody wants to know. You know, so let's just leave it, eh? Let's just chat, talk about stuff, talking about oil prices. It's some of that effect. So it doesn't matter if you live in Canada, the USA, the Shetlands, Halifax, Withensea. It's something that affects all of us. And we're all going to end up paying a heavy price. I mean, my electricity and gas is going to go up. And I'm not the only one. We're all going to end up with this going up by a third. Now, I'm okay. I can moan about it, but I'm not exactly going to be worrying. I won't be lying awake at night in bed wondering whether I can afford to eat or heat my house. Look at that. Which coast, Leah? It's the North Sea, the Yorkshire coast. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, where are we? Where are we? We're at Withensea, which is on the North Sea, the Yorkshire coast. We're 20 miles east of Hull. Yeah, I'm retired too. David, you never knew. Well, that's about it. The north and the east come together just here. It's like 4 or 5 months ago, we tried to work out where the north started, and we're on the Humber Bridge. Now, Lincolnshire is very much the Midlands. Yorkshire is very much the north. And one of the places where the north starts and ends has got to be the Humber Bridge. And I think we held a really good discussion on that. I remember when I did my degree many years ago, we had a similar discussion then as to what was and what wasn't the North. How do we define what the North was? And I don't think we really found an answer. And it was the same with our discussion. However you try to define it, and I think it's one of those memorable discussions we've had on here, which I'll never forget. Just for Dales, there's a bit more to Yorkshire than that, honestly, David. There's quite a lot more, to be honest. And if you think about it, Yorkshire, it starts just south of Doncaster on the A19, and it'll take you right up to Teesside, the River Tees. So between Doncaster and Middlesbrough, that's a hell of a long way. I think it's probably about 130 miles maybe. And if you think of it from where I live, here at Withensea, and you were to go over to where Minnie Giffer lives, Halifax, it's about 100 miles. And then just after Halifax, you go through Ebden Bridge, and then you end up in Lancashire. So from the Lancashire border to Withensea, it's about 110 miles or something like that. So we're looking at about 130 mile long, 120 to 130 mile long by about 110 mile wide. Yorkshire is absolutely enormous. That's a very fair point, Minnie Giffer, yeah. Well, there you go. Is it raining, Dave? There you go. Today, the North starts at Middlesbrough. It starts at the River Tees. So where's Redcar then, Dave? Hello. Yeah, people are friendly in the North. That is very true, David. Hi, Ben. You back, are you? Well, we got Ben back asking if Toby's a mouse. It's our nightly occurrence. Ben enjoys it. Usually I just get shut of him. But I'll leave him to it. He's not offensive or abusive or anything like that. So I'm just going to ignore him. There, folk. There's that object in the sky. What is it? We have quite some nasty clouds coming over. Oh, here's two of Toby's good friends. Good evening. Hello, you two. Hiya, folk. Are you going to have them or what?
Oh, you're being fussy. No. Oh, sorry. Not today.
Why it's not one, not?
Well,
Mind your big feet by taking off me.
Hello, you want to say hello to me though, don't you? I know that.
What you like?
And we've lost this other greyhound.
Oh.
Well, near me, there's a lady and her husband, and they had a rescued greyhound, but they've gone back to the Midlands.
Oh, yeah, you're the ones with Rossi.
Yeah,
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 Rossi.
they've gone. So
Yeah, he's a lovely dog, Rossi.
yeah.
But there you go. Whoa, are we being all protective?
I don't know what that were about.
Oh, he's being all protective. So these are my friends. I'm being
Yeah, looking after them, yeah.
There we are. Who's a good boy? That's a good boy.
Oh, look at this.
That's a good boy.
He does now and again. If he thinks he detects any aggression, he wants to punch up.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
But he has his friends. He has his, you know, the Labradors at the bottom. Yeah, he gets on with them. You're two. There's quite a lot of dogs he gets on with, but then there are other dogs.
Can't like everybody, can he?
No, I don't suppose so. And, I shall see you all. Take care. Well, I know that, Dave. That's what I'm saying. Surely the Tees then would define your border, wouldn't it? A geographical feature like the river. It's just impossible, isn't it? Do I race what, Toby? No. Them dogs are too old to race. What happens is when a dog gets to about 3-year-old, its racing days have ended. Maybe 3, maybe 4. And then the owners want rid of them. They're there to make money. So you've got various greyhound charities and they'll try and rehome the racing dogs. And that lady's got 2 of them. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're absolutely correct, Minnie Giffer. Dogs. They're lovely, they are family. They're amazing, they really are amazing, aren't they? We've always had a dog. I wouldn't like not to have one. I mean, he's walked about 10.5 miles when we get home today. And he'll want to play with me for an hour with his ball and his other toys. Let's see how far we've done. Well, we've done 10.18 miles. So I've done just over 6 miles at the moment since coming out at 3 o'clock. It was 3:15 when I came out. So I've done just over 6 miles. But does it bother him? No. We've got a kiddie wink, so I'm just going to move my camera to one side. So we got past the kiddie wink, so I can bring my camera back. Evening.
Good evening, will be all right.
Yeah, you? Come on then. Oh, they're beautiful. Cats are nice too, Guy. Yeah, the dogs, they're marvellous. Wow. I'll tell you, there's a chippy. Oh God. In Wibsey. That does that. That fries the chips in beef dripping. Going back when we lived in Elland, I was a teacher. I retired from teaching, and I taught at Buttershaw in Bradford, and the local chippy in Wibsey, they used to fry in beef dripping too. But you're a tortoiseshell cat, I know. Yeah. That's very true. That is very true. Fish and chips here in Withensea is big business. If I go to the chippy for me and the Duchess, you talk for two of us, you're talking round about £20, just over £20. That's fish and chips for two, plus some curry sauce or something like that. No, that is the point, isn't it, Minnie Giffer? That is the point. You've got a dog does need company, and if you're both out working and the dog's on its own, that is just not fair, is it? Yeah, Edward, you're absolutely correct. Racing greyhounds, they're not treated very nice at all. No, that's good, that is good. Yeah, absolutely, Minnie Giffer, that is it. I remember about 2, 3, 4-year-old, they finished. So it's either put them down or give them to a charity to try and get them rehomed. I was wondering that myself, to be honest, Minnie Giffer. Whether it was 3 days a week, or I thought, well, maybe Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It provides a living though, doesn't it? And that's the main thing. and you've something to pass on, you know, to your son, you know, which is good. Well, that big thing, that big disc, that shiny disc is still in the sky. Maybe yeah, I should have thought that Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays, yeah. I should have thought about that, mini differ, yeah. Yeah, I can see how it would be really, they're the main nights, aren't they? So I can see how it would be profitable. I mean, when I were a kid, chippies were like, they're a really big thing. I mean, they'd be open at dinner time for a couple of hours, say, I don't know, 11:30, well, about 1:30, something like that. And they'd be open at tea time, and then again later on for supper. Say 11:30, well, about 1:30. Then tea time, say, I don't know, for a while maybe 6, 6:30. And then 8, well, late. You know, get them all coming out of the pub at 10:30, 11 o'clock. But now a lot of them are just open, like you know, Thursday, Friday and Saturday evening, and that's it. Oh God, yeah. Oh yeah, I can imagine what the bills. Oh yeah. Blimey. Oh, that's good. Well, going back years ago though, what I'm talking about, David, is going back maybe 40 years ago. And chippies would be open from about 11:30, well, about 1:30, something like that. And then they'd open again around about 4 till 6 or 6:30. Then they close down for an hour or two, and then they'd open until about 8 o'clock again at night for suppers. But I suppose it depends what you're selling as well. A lot of things have changed. In those days, you used to have a lot of factories, and factory workers had come out, fish and chips for dinner. It was a cheap meal, so mums would get fish and chips for tea. Can't be arsed in cooking, you're all having fish and chips. And then people coming out the pubs. That were a biggie as well. Well, they're going to be 11 mile by the time they get home, so that's... Given we had a bad start, I think I've done well there. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, does that, David?
Right.
Oh, mate.
Right, mate.
I mean, the money that you're actually saving in your bills and things. Especially now. Sounds like an emergency ambulance. They were the magic days, weren't they? I can't be bothered to cook. We said, yeah, as we knew we were going to get fish and chips. We did, didn't we? There was a thing on the radio the other day. Hello, you lot. If I can get past, thank you. No, it's all right, love. No worry. Yeah. Toby. Yeah, the promenade is lovely. You should do, Guy. You should do. It is a lovely place to be. All right, stately Nelson Manor, right. Oh, David. Yeah, probably. I'd have an heart attack. Yeah, that is actually that is true, Guy. We went past the pub, didn't we? Set pints £2.50. It is. This David, £2.50. We went past the pub. Not last Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday before. Yep, we have it. We went past it. Well, me and my son went to London a couple of years ago. Well, we go quite often, but this was about This particular time was about 2 years ago, and he were drinking pints then at £7.50 a pint. I don't drink. Me, it's a Coca-Cola or something like that, or a Fanta. But my son, he would, and I said, God, Reuben, at £7.50. I said, that's what we charge down here, Dad. I thought, I'm glad I don't drink. Yeah, but well, this is the thing, and we'll probably talk about that on my next walk. Don't forget, it's Mother's Day tomorrow, folk, so I'm not going to be out. We've got things arranged that the old Duchess doesn't know about. So I won't be out tomorrow. But we'll be back to normal on Monday. On Thursday, we'll have a bit of a treat. We'll have a walk round Hornsey. Toby, yeah. Ooh, what have I got? I don't know what he's after. Right, guys, I'm back home. On beer pole. So I'm going to say to everybody, thank you very much for your company tonight. It's been absolutely brilliant. The walk ended up to be really, really good. I enjoyed it, as always. And thanks for that mini giffer. Thank you very much. Yeah, definitely. You're always welcome. That is great. So thanks Edward. Thanks everybody, David, and everybody else. It's been really great catching up with everybody, and I shall see you on my next one. I'm glad we found you too as well, Mini Giffer. I really am. Well, I won't be in tomorrow, Guy, because it's Mother's Day and we've got things arranged for the old Duchess, and she doesn't know. We will enjoy tomorrow. So I'll see you later on, everybody, and have a good evening, and I'll catch up with you on Monday.